Can you say this? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
I'm not going to do that Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oh,
Lovely, you did it. और भारतीयों में एक ऑस्ट्रेलियन है. Do you agree with that?
imagine in the build-up to this World Cup, Australia lost 4-1 in the West Indies. The kind of batsman that Kane Williamson is may have been himself surprised with the kind of shots that he played.
New Zealand will have to have a very aggressive captain.
Why only bad boys make good captains? Or it is the same Mr. Nice Kane Williamson who took New Zealand to the World Cup final in trophy. So I'm sorry, I don't agree with you.
Look at Australia. I mean, all bad boys have won a lot of series.
You're more interested in what people do off the field, what they drink, where they go for massages and spa. हेलो फ्रेंड्स, दोस्तों, भाई बहनों, सब ठीक तो रहेंगे. This is the start of the week. The previous week ended with Australia winning the T20 World Cup for the first ever time. Could you believe it? So I can see Mr. Cool in his Australia colors, bright yellow, and he seems to be so very happy about Australia winning the T20 World Cup for the first ever time. Mr. Cool, what are you up to today?
Hey Jiku, hi, what's up? So you saw the intro, guys. What a beautiful intro it was. मजा आ गया जीकू. आज का intro मतलब ऑस्ट्रेलिया जीत गई है जैसा कि तुमने प्रेडिक्ट नहीं किया था. Toss, you said whoever wins the toss will win the tournament or will win the final or any match because that has been the trend. And Mr. Hot, you lost. It seems your team, your favorite team, actually it was everybody's favorite team, New Zealand. Everybody wanted New Zealand to win, but Australia came out so well. So congratulations to all of the Aussie fans. और भारतीयों में एक ऑस्ट्रेलियन है. Do you agree with that?
Definitely, yes. Who can? I would have. I'm just visualizing how our friend would have reacted yesterday, jumping up and down.
I mean, he loves the Australian team. He must be drinking his beer, champagne after winning, like how Matthew Wade. You saw the video. Matthew Wade and Stoinis drinking from the shoes.
No, I didn't see that video, but
we should
that
see
is
that
okay.
And he put the shoes again, like he removed his shoes from his foot, put the champagne in the shoes, and then he started drinking. Can you imagine? I mean, how dirty must be? But who can think about when you are celebrating? You forget everything after that massive win. Mr. Hot, what a win it was. Everybody wanted New Zealand to win, but Australia is Australia. After back-to-back boring World Cups where they did not perform, 2019 they were like okay. 2011 also they were not. They might have won in 2015, but 2011 they were off color. 2019 they were not up to the mark under Steve Smith. But this tournament they were completely different. They outplayed everybody, I guess, except one game which they lost. Yesterday's game they dominated. Yeah, they played like true champions.
They did. They see. This is what they all these years they may not have won the T20 World Cup because they were desperate to add to their 50 overs trophies the T20, and probably they were trying too hard. Then they should have actually been playing according to their natural style, which probably they did this tournament. And you were talking about just losing one game in this tournament, but can you imagine in the build-up to this World Cup, Australia lost 4-1 in the West Indies in July, and they lost to Bangladesh, which is even more embarrassing for them. They lost in Bangladesh by a similar 1-4 margin. Can you imagine that? And this Australian team, though the teams, the personnel may have been different with some of them in IPL, some of them. If you remember, Australia had to pick two teams around the same time, with the ODI team going to New Zealand, which eventually did not happen because of the COVID pandemic. But they sent another T20 team to West Indies, and they got thrashed 4-1. West Indies 4-1, T20 World Cup the reigning holders that time. But going to Bangladesh and losing 1-4, probably that woke them up, that charged them up to do much more better. And who would have imagined Australia winning the World Cup after the lead up that they had, the kind of lead up they had in the previous 2 months?
Maybe they wanted to come as underdogs and nobody predicted them to win, so that might have helped them, come out triumphs with amazing. I mean, they've always had some of the best T20 players in their lineups, considering all of them play almost IPL and all the leagues in the world. And now this is the only team, I guess, or one of the teams like other than England that plays separate. They have separate setup of T for T20s, Test and ODIs, I guess, or maybe ODIs and T20s mix. But what team they are? I mean, amazing. I mean, different kind of talents, extraordinary, and the focus over their T20 outfit is completely different. I mean, you have big. I mean, you have true T20 players who can hit big at the right time. For example, Maxwell Stoinis is another beautiful talent. Mitchell Marsh is coming out so well. Yeah, Mitchell Marsh. Nobody expected him. I found him to be one of the most overrated cricketers all in Australia. I mean, why was he given those opportunities even in Test? And they never had an all-rounder after. Who was the last all-rounder in Australia before Mitchell Marsh?
There
They
have
had a
been
good.
so many. If you consider
Yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Vaughan, or
yeah. I'm true all-rounder. I think Mitch Marsh is someone who's uh, changed, who's evolved as a cricketer, I guess, as a cricketer and all-rounder, and finally he's showing up his real talent. I never
see,
expected him to do so well. Yeah.
Mitchell Marsh, he's been from the time he came to the scene, he has been a wonderful talent. But you should also remember that he has been his career has been plagued by injuries. That he also had to miss IPL, and he also had to not withdraw from IPL to concentrate or to strengthen his international career chances. Now, if you look back upon the previous years, and he is also someone who has been very unlucky with with injuries. And Mitchell Marsh has been someone who has been being floated up and down. He was tried at number 6 to be the kind of finisher, but then the team management gave him that freedom to go right at the top of the order at number 3 in the West Indies, and he has not disappointed any of them. Considering that when Australia needed to improve their net run rate to qualify for the semi-finals, they played West Indies in the last league game. Mitchell Marsh scored some 50 odd runs in a quick time, and now he was out to probably Chris Gale's last ball in international cricket.
Yeah.
And
We
he
have
also showed spark in the semi-final, though he did not make it big. He still at least showed a glimpse of what we could expect from him in the big match that was the final. And yesterday was amazing, and he showed that he has probably sealed the number 3 spot. And the problem that Australia had with that particular spot, they had Steve Smith in that order, but with the kind of performance this year, Mitchell Marsh has probably pushed Steve Smith below the order in as far as T20 is concerned, and he's amazing. The kind of thing he displayed yesterday was effortless.
Jigo, another two players that I would like to talk about are David Warner and Kane Williamson. Kane Williamson, let's talk about him. After that, David Warner. Kane Williamson, I mean, I felt sad for him. 85 runs. He was the only, if he would not have scored, I think New Zealand would have gone down much for a much lesser score, maybe 120s or 110s, because 85 and rest of them scored below 25, I guess. Martin Guptill was 25, 28, something like that. I mean,
Yeah,
he took up the responsibility, but still, yeah, बिचारा, I mean, बेचारा लग रहा था और he was सीधा साधा boy, you know.
uh,
Front benchers are really boring, but yeah, he played really well. Yeah, you're kind of a front bencher. We are brats. We sit behind at the last bench.
like you're saying, you're the backbencher ever in your life. That's true.
Front benchers are boring, but he came out well, yeah, yesterday, and felt sad for him.
See, that is what the kind of person that Kane Williamson is. No, it doesn't. There is no. He doesn't throw tantrums. He doesn't show those emotions. But you can see how much he loves his game, how much he enjoys his game, how much he loves leading his country. You can only feel sorry for New Zealand. No, they have been runners-up in 20. I'm sure sooner than later they will definitely go that extra yard and win the trophy. But you cannot see until Kane, the kind of batsman that Kane Williamson is, probably he may have been himself surprised with the kind of shots that he played yesterday. One single-handed shot that we all often relate with Rishabh Pant and his one-handed six. Yesterday, Kane Williamson did play that, and there was one above the waist delivery, which he pulled in front of mid-wicket for a one-bounce blow. That is the kind of power, though he doesn't look like a stocky, sturdy batsman like say Matthew Hayden or any of those. But no, he's so sweet. He's so you don't really associate him with that rashness or that kind of aggression, or to score say at the rate of say 150 strike rate. Unlucky he has been, despite scoring so much. When they started, they should have. That's what I was telling my son at home. 6 overs, 60 runs. Go at 10 runs and over the power play, which they did not. They scored only 32 runs. So there itself, you should credit the New Zealand, the Australia bowlers for that. But then at halfway stage, they were some 57 or odd for 57 for 1. And to score 115 runs in the next 10 overs, you have to give it to Kane Williamson and his hitting.
New Zealand will have to have a very aggressive captain or change the captain if they want to win a limited overs World Cup, because Kane Williamson is a Sida Sada boy. The whole team will have to change their attitude and come out with a very aggressive mindset of bad boy attitude, bad boy kind of a thing.
Not necessarily. Why only bad boys make good captains?
This cricket, like how India plays sometimes Australia plays. So instead of nice, cute, good-looking, smiling cricket, they have to come out, because T20 or maybe limited overs is harsh. Test cricket you can play straight, Sida, just like how people play Bombay cricket. We play straight bad cricket.
It is the same.
ODIs are different, yeah.
Listen, Taos, it is the same Mr. Nice, Kane Williamson, who took New Zealand to the World Cup final in 2019. It is the same Kane Williamson, Mr. Nice, who won them the World Test Championship final. It is the same Kane Williamson who has taken the team to the T20 World Cup final. You think somebody else will come in place of him and straight away win the World Cup? What if the other new captain, whoever you want, that bad boy image kind of captain you want, what is the guarantee that he will win? He may not even bring the team to this far.
Some entertainment for us. It
is not so, Mr. Cool, that only nice men don't win you trophies, or only bad boy images on your face kind of captains only win trophies. So I'm sorry, I don't agree with you.
Look at Australia. I mean, all bad boys have won a lot of series, and India, of course. Acha, chalo, let's go to Warner. Warner, yeah, from IPL, where he was asked to sit down in the hotel, have milkshakes or whatever, have a chilling spa, and not come to for one of the matches. And now he's man of the tournament with a beautiful 3 half centuries, and suddenly he's a hero out there, huh, Jigu?
Mr. Cool, you're more interested in what people do off the field, what they drink, where they go for massages and spa and all that, than their on-field activities. You're
just saying, yeah, you never know. But still,
let them be whatever. They are also human beings after all, so they have their own.
Warner, when he was dropped from the IPL side, and then he comes back on the field and he wins a man of the tournament. I mean, what a story it is, yeah. I mean, inspiration. A lot of people will go into the depression kind of mode that I'm being a great player, and suddenly you don't find yourself in the team, being the captain once, and then your career is almost destroyed. But this man bounces back. Twice he's done that. After that controversy, sandpaper, followed by this. A lot of things happening in Warner's life. He's also a great TikTok star, superstar. I mean, but he's a motivated guy, yeah? Don't you think?
He has been a captain of an IPL franchise, so he is a senior, somebody who's looked up to by the team, and he has got a vast experience. That he is not somebody who will be bogged down by whatever happened in IPL, or he is not somebody. If the same happened to maybe an youngster who was coming into the team and he was made to sit out and not come to the ground for matches, maybe he may have gone the way that you have mentioned about earlier, but not David Warner. That speaks about his tough character. And they are a different player, different person altogether when it comes to wearing the Aussie colours. That's what even Aaron Finch was saying post match about how people have written off David Warner, and this is the kind of personalities that make Australia a winning team. He loves this team to death. He was telling Harsha Bhogle at the presentation, and he was man of the match yesterday for his match-winning knock. So he said that this team, they've been doing so much together. The unity, probably which was not the same earlier, that they could not win the T20 World Cup before. So that is something that you appreciate. Australians, when they may be performing differently for the different franchises, but when it comes to wearing that baggy green or whatever that Australia colors, we are a different level, different unit.
Mr. Hott, I want to tell you one thing. Remember, we had a local incident where a player was left from KKR side and he was sulking on Twitter. Can I name him if you allow me to? I mean, then his career has gone down still. I mean, it has only gone down. Mr. Manoj Tiwari. Yeah,
that is okay.
Bounce back. Yeah, these are characters. As a player, you have to be very strong. These youngsters should learn from this. 1-2 matches or maybe one series you are asked to sit down. Doesn't matter. You can bounce back anytime. Yeah? Warner is kind of a strong example to help for youngsters.
We usually associate Warner is a New South Wales guy, and we usually associate this New South Welshman to being strong in characters, that rough kind of, imagine Steve Waugh, one of the greatest examples of a New South Wales player. You put him, you give him the worst conditions, he performs better. That is the kind of probably I have seen in New South Wales players compared to the other Australians. But Australians overall are tough. But when you have these kind of minute differences among themselves, you can see what that small differences go on to make them succeed at whatever level they are at.
The toss factor, I think this should be the last topic because we've already crossed 18 minutes. Can you imagine we are celebrating Australia as if we are Australians, although I'm wearing a yellow t-shirt, as if we are Australians and celebrating it, and we can't stop talking about it. But tell me one thing, toss was a crucial factor which helped, I guess. You had said the same thing, and it's been a trend here, this IPL, this T20 World Cup here. Even in IPL, we saw the same thing almost. Win the toss, the match.
Because IPL was played on the same venue, though the conditions may have been slightly different. But you win the toss, you win the match, and when you win the match by chasing, it's probably strange, but that's how it was. The same thing yesterday. Had New Zealand won the toss, they would have been celebrating. You never know.
Perfect. So great to talk to you once again, and let's wish Australia by saying Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Jiku, can you say this? Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. I mean, one ode to Australia or Ritvik Mehta, our colleague, our former friend. Jiku, say it once.
Okay.
Once. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. At least Aussie, Aussie. Don't say oi, oi.
That is all right, fine. Now, with New Zealand being the runners-up in T20 World Cup, they are heading straight to India to play 3 T20s against probably the second-string Indian team with most of the seniors rested and all that. So that will be an interesting three-match contest that we can look forward to, starting day after tomorrow.
Acha. Once. We are going to talk about it, not in this video. We are going to talk about it. In the next video.
Mr. Cool. See, probably for once, New Zealand may start favourites in T20 in India. You never know.
Yeah, fine. We are going to talk about it, Jiku. But once celebrate Oz victory, I think. And ode to the Aussies.
I'm not. I would have said the same thing.
I told you first, Oz.
I would have.
हर भारतीय में एक Aussie होता है.
I'm not going to do that Aussie.
Lovely, you did it. Perfect. Chalo, Jiku, it was nice talking to you. And friends, hope you like this video. Once again, we are going to come out with a lot of videos, lots of inspiring stories on this channel, The Sports Journalist. And Mr. Hott and Mr. Cool are going to come out with some exciting analysis, exciting cricket stories, exciting interviews. Soon, I'm going to pursue Mr. Krishnan to come onto the field and interview our stars. We'll do it together. It's going to be like a team. So I would like all you to share, like, and subscribe this channel and motivate us, support us. Hai ki nahi, Jiku?
Definitely yes.
I may not be Mr. Cool, but you're definitely Mr. Hott. So for now, it's goodbye for all of you. See you, Jiku.
Take care. Bye.